Chapter 5, Section 5 is indirect proof and inequalities in one triangle. Okay, in this section, we're mainly concerned with three theorems. Okay, the first two are listed here. If two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the larger angle is opposite the larger side. So if you look here, angle A here is bigger than B and C. So therefore, BC should be the longest side. So if you look here, angle A is right here. This is angle A. It's 108 degrees. Okay, so it's bigger than the other two angles. And therefore, its side, BC, is bigger than the other two. So if this is the bigger angle, then it's going to be opposite the bigger side. All right, I look for the next biggest angle. So that's angle B here, 41.47. So this is the medium. That means that this side, AC, opposite of it, is going to be the medium length. And right here, angle B here, 12.56, that's the medium length. So that means that angle C here is the smallest angle, and therefore opposite of it is the smallest side. Okay? Now the opposite of that is also true. The next theorem says if two angles of a triangle are not congruent, then the longer side is opposite the larger angle. So I have the big side here. Opposite of it is the biggest angle. I have the medium side here. Opposite of it is the medium angle. I have the smallest side here. Opposite of it is the smallest angle. And it doesn't matter how this thing is oriented. If I take this and I move it around, so now C is the biggest. So this angle, it should have the biggest side, which it does. Angle A here is the next biggest angle, so it should have the next biggest side, as it does here. Okay, and so B is the smallest, and the side opposite is the smallest. If I move it around, so here, the biggest side is this one right here, AC, so it should be with the biggest angle. The smallest side is BA right here, so that means that the smallest angle should be C. Okay, so that's those two theorems. The longest side is opposite the biggest angle, and the biggest angle is opposite the longest side. Okay, the last theorem is the triangle inequality theorem, and it says the sum of any two side lengths of a triangle is greater than the third side length. So I have all three measurements for this triangle right here, and then so I have AB here, so that means BC plus CA. I add those together, it gives me 19.25. In every triangle, this sum should be bigger. All right, so BC is smaller than CA plus AB, and CA should be smaller than AB plus BC, as it is here. Now I can move this around, and it still holds true. 16 is bigger than 14, 17 is bigger than 13, 28 is definitely bigger than 2. All right, I move it here. 20 is bigger than 6, 13.92 bigger than 13.3, 20 is bigger than 7. All right, now if you'll notice here, 16.48, 16.48. But if you look, is this a triangle? Nope, it's a straight line. So therefore, it's not a triangle, so this theorem doesn't hold true. It's not a triangle. It has to be a triangle. So there, any triangle we make, the sum of two sides is always bigger than the side left out. Okay. So that's chapter 5, section 5.